Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hurricane! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Perry. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that 1st down.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Miami.
Here we go. Break.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Canes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Russell. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brooks. Fouls through the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He'll pull it on the read. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the big fella. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.